Test, test, test. Hallo, hallo. Hallo, hallo, hallo. Third of May, Sunday. I streamed. I don't know where I went. In order for. Okay, yes. That was the day after Prosecco. And it was a Sunday. Third, okay. So yeah, today is the 11th. So it's like afterwards. And basically, I'm on that Sunday I streamed, I went a little bit outside. I probably talked about that already. Then the next day, Monday. Okay, I'm back, I think. So yeah, on Monday, as I was saying, I had a shift with a new trainer. He's also a personal disponent, and yeah, but he was also a far trainer. And he was like 25 years in the S-Bahn or whatever. And I also had like another classmate, well, not classmate from my class, but like someone else on the train with me, who we used to be like also a Lokführer, who used to drive trains for another company, and he had just switched companies. And yeah, it was chill because all these 3 days of this week I've had him, because not because I'm going to be like forever with him, but rather because yeah, that's like how it goes. And yeah, not much else to say. That day I went to the park and I had an interesting encounter with a guy. He was like, I was in the park in a place where there is like some kind of view, and I went there to write basically and to record a video message. I think it was that day, or that was the next day. That was the next day. I went to just to write, and yeah, he was like out there, and he kind of like not approached, but sat down next to me and said like a couple of words, and then we talked a little bit, not a lot, but yeah, somewhat a little bit. Then that was basically it. The next day, I also had a shift, also early shift, Frühschicht. But both of these 2 days, I was able to get in a little bit later, which means 6 a.m. And yeah. Then, that day on the afternoon, I was kind of feeling melancholic. Also, it was like raining. So I went outside to the rain to like feel the rain on my skin with this song Unwritten. And I also recorded a video message for someone, this guy that I met on this Prosecco thing. Like, I mean, we only met for like 15 seconds or whatever, well, for like 5 minutes, but still, I had something like things that I wanted to say but that I know I'm not going to say to him because obviously not. But I still wanted to like get them out of my system, and therefore I kind of like recorded this video where I kind of cried, and yeah, I guess I have them forever now.
This is a video message.
I'm trying to see if I have it back, and yeah, I deleted it now. I think I'm back here. So yeah, I deleted this video, and that day I just recorded this video, which took a couple of takes, but I did it. And I guess I hate how we look in this video. I'm just seeing like the faces that I'm putting in, and yeah, I don't like how I look because I can see like my face really clearly. I don't know, it's different than this, I guess. I mean, I also hate how I look here, but I don't know, this is like so ugly as a representation of myself that I don't mind, because it's like, I don't know, the light is awful. Right now it's a little bit more realistic, natural, but this with this blue light is like so ugly, and I'm not actually looking at the camera, and like I'm sitting with this weird posture, so it's like you can't even really see me, and the camera quality is so bad versus the other one, which is recorded with my phone with the good camera at like this close. So I don't know, it's like I can see my face more clearly and more like others see it when I'm outside or whatever. Then the next day was Wednesday, and we went to have lunch with some classmates, and then we went to get ice cream. It was pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I liked the ice cream. That ice cream was really good. The lunch itself, just a normal burger with like a couple of add-ons or whatever from this place called, it's a chain called Hans in Gluck. The one in Giesing, it's not in Giesing, it's more like in right in front of Baumarkt, so yeah, kind of St. Martinstrasse, around there. But yeah, it's like a decent chain. Then on Thursday I just went to Lidl, I think with classmates. No, I think I went alone. It's the new Neuperlager Lidl. I think I swung by Tegut as well and bought some things there, and that's basically it. Then the next day, Friday, I had a shift again. It was a different shift. It was like in Erding, kind of like in German they call it the Pendelschicht, because you go like beep 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 beep, and I went with a taxi there, so that was new. And then I came back using the bus, the SFV, which was also new. The shift itself was pretty chill, just like going back and forth for several hours. And then I went to watch a movie on the cinema. Yesterday I also went to watch a movie on the cinema. I went to the zoo first, and yeah, it was cool. The zoo with you have again also with a kid that's like a friend of, well, not a friend, like a co-worker who has a kid, and but a co-worker in like the leader, not kind of the leader, or some kind of administrator of the project, of our project. And she was like, she's been like more or less friendly with us and like shown us the city and so on, and kind of like this other guy, Alvaro, he's friendly as well, and he kind of connected well with the kid and so on. So he proposes sometimes plans, and I joined because we were planning the movie thing to like kind of adapt my schedule, etc. Also wash my hair. so that I wouldn't have to watch it tonight. And tonight I'm going to stay also a little bit later. It's like 2 a.m. basically, and I'm streaming. And basically the thing is that I'm not sure what one point was. I got distracted. So yeah, basically today not much going on. Just the stream and yeah. Whoa, what the fuck? There's someone here. How's it going? I'm just kind of like chilling. I don't know. And yeah, I was talking about my week. That's what I do on these streams, by the way, talk about my week. And we arrived already at Sunday, so I'm going to stop talking about my week, unless you have any questions or something. I'm going to switch to the next topic. Well, first of all, I'm going to see if I'm not forgetting anything, because yeah, Sunday, today, what did I do? I cooked food, I went to the park. Okay, this hasn't synced up on my Google Photos, but yeah, I did go to the park and kind of like did some stretches outside using my yoga mat. I got my yoga mat, went to the park, stretched a little bit. I called my mom before that, I think, and then afterwards I cooked dinner, and yeah, then I washed the dishes like right before stream, basically, so like 1 a.m. or something. But yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, am I back? Surprised that you left since the fucking stream stopped, so I can't blame you. This one is really on me. I mean, it's always on me for being boring or whatever, but this one, like, it's doubly on me. And yeah. Am I back? I think I'm back again. Holy shit, this is so fucking annoying. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should just fucking record the videos to my computer and not stream. I mean, nobody watches them anyway, so like, what's the point? But yeah, and when someone watches them, I don't even know who it is and for how long. It's like a minute, so it's quite pointless. But I guess that's not the point of streaming. So yeah, basically I googled. I journaled a little bit today, went to do some, not exercise, but like some stretches, and went back home, food, that's it. And for tonight I had planned a conversation topic, or rather conversation, a monologue, or rather than monologue, some kind of talk out loud segment where I try to figure out kind of like what makes me happy. So instead of like going for the angle of like what do I want, like as in things that I want, goals, goal setting, etc., simply what makes me happy. Not necessarily in a hedonic perspective, more in a more global thing, like what things are satisfactory for me, what things do I find good. And yeah, and on that front, well, first of all, I don't really know, but I had a couple of things that I noted there on my written, like physically written on my diary, but I could recall something maybe, and it's basically I wrote, I guess the reason why I'm talking about this is that I wanted to, how do you say, I wanted to talk about, it was on my mind, my coworkers, right? The reason why when I hate absolutely hate going to work or something is when I know that it's going to be some fucking annoying person. When I dread it, not sure if hate it or not, but when I dread it is when I don't know who is going to be. Like if it's going to be like some bastard, if it's going to be like someone who's annoying and awkward, or if it's just going to be good, right? I don't know. And this uncertainty and not being responded by brings back kind of like these small anxieties of like not knowing the same day where the fuck we're meeting, when we're getting sent this fucking email at this point or whatever. I don't know. It's like so yeah. I don't want to start with the wrong foot with this trainer next week, but it's like it's so fucking annoying that they don't respond. Some don't respond, and it's fine. Some don't respond and get all mad about it. So it's so hard to predict like how the fuck these people are going to react. Each one is like fucking quirky in its own way, and it's so yeah, at least I hope that this guy is chill and that okay. So I guess that what that led me to think was that I feel like what would make me happy or satisfied in like a work way is to be able to decide with whom I work. So for example, having some kind of business and being able to choose my clients, being able to have that position of like, okay, I choose to work with someone with whom I kind of like wake up and I'm like, oh, I want to work with this person so much. Let's go work. Or this kind of vibe, right? Where I want to, or it's like they need my help. I want to help them out. And it's like I wake up with this feeling of like, I want to help them. And I know that they want to be helped by me. And that's awesome, right? That's kind of like the vibe that I want and what I would feel would make me happy. I don't know the problem of like how to reverse engineer that and like to get to the point where that could happen. That's my problem, but that's a problem for another day, I guess. Then some other things that I thought could make me happy. I don't know. I thought of food, for example. It's like short-term happy, obviously fats and all those kind of things make me happy. But I feel like long-term things that make me happy, it's like just a tasty dinner of like chicken, rice, some veggies. If it's like well seasoned, it's bomb and I like it and that makes me happy and it makes me satisfied. With a little bit of dessert to like set the stomach, and that works really well. So it's like I'm also not that hard to make happy with food, I guess. It just has to be like decently flavored, have some protein, have some veggies, have some that, and have like a little bit of a sweet component to finish it off, and I'm good. So basically it's like I don't like the bare minimum, or I can't do bare minimum like just carbs, like some instant noodles and be done with it. That doesn't make me happy, but it doesn't take that much, I would say. And of course I would say that sushi probably makes me happy, but I don't have it often, so maybe that's something to think about. But it's also like it's really expensive, so I don't know. Like the one I think will make me really happy, the one that would like an echelon above, and that diminishment of money could probably be like, Then, I mean, there's the big elephant in the room, like the dysphoria thing or whatever. What would make me happy in that sense? That I don't know. I can't really answer, and I can't really answer without really getting sad. So I'm not sure if I'm even going to try to think. For example, I went back to the work thing to like who would I choose to work with, these kind of things. And when I picture something like a goal or something like this, for example, Caroline Winkler, her team, having someone whose work is dope and adds on to your work. If I hire an editor and it's like Caroline Winkler's editor who gives it her all, or if not her all, that she tries to improve, or something like this, that is engaged with the stuff you make and connects and like adds her own touch, and like people praise her in the comments, and like people notice that its efforts is being put in, and those kind of things. Those types of relationships are the types that I'm trying to build. And yeah, I know that maybe even in her world, like maybe she doesn't love the person who gets her the sponsorships for her videos or whatever. I don't know. There's a lot that I don't know, but those are the things that I'm picturing and the things that I'm focusing on and the things that I like. So yeah, that's a thing that I was thinking about. Then regarding the dysphoria or things like this, I don't know what would make me happy. And I mean, I guess there's like an obvious answer, which is like transitioning or something like this, but I don't know. It's hard to settle beforehand, and it's hard to define happiness in that context. It's hard to imagine happiness, hard to expect it. The thing that one can expect is definitely like being more frustrated with everything and like paying more attention to the things that aren't enough. I don't know if it would be an improvement versus now or just a lateral movement. So yeah, that's why it's a sad topic for me. Other things that would make me happy, I don't really know. That's the thing that I think driving, for example, sometimes makes me happy. For example, driving trains, I mean, the thing about it is that it is actually enjoyable. The problem is that I've never done it myself, so I have never had the responsibility. And I don't know if having the responsibility is something that adds to it in a good way or if it's something that's bad. So, yeah. That's kind of the part that sucks. But I think of like driving cars, etc., and I don't know what will make me happy in that aspect. It's always something that I have, so I don't know. I like cars. I have like this Initial D t-shirt, whatever. Yeah, I like they're part of my personality, you could say, for some reason. but I've never actually like had a car. I don't know how much freedom it would add. I don't know. Company, that is also another thing in general, right? Company. It's like when I'm with other people, kind of like my cortisol lowers, you could say. Okay, I feel like we're back again. I hate this internet. Something that could make me happy or at least content is like fucking good internet. This shitty internet is like so bad and like so frustrating. Or maybe that's actually like something to consider really seriously. Like this fucking 5G internet, maybe it could be like 40 euros per month that are like really well spent or something. But since I'm spending so much and like saving so little, I don't know, maybe I could cancel ChatGPT or whatever. And like just use them when I want to, and that's it. And like pay the monthly for that month and then immediately cancel. That could be a good idea, to be honest, and like do that with every subscription that I have. I think mostly I only have domains and like YouTube channels that I'm patronizing or whatever. I could try to look at things like this as inspiration or something. I guess, for example, clothes. If I could go to clothes or like to the gender thing, maybe clothes to make me happy in a sense. But they also make me so fucking sad that I don't know. When I was ice skating, that did make me happy. So I guess sports or like movement or something like that does make me happy. So maybe I could prioritize a bicycle or something to try to explore the city and to try to like I don't know. But I don't know. All this try. Maybe I should set some kind of deadline for like this Friday, for example, and this Friday I get a bike or some these things like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting so depressed, like doing these exercises or something. I don't know. I thought it would be like a more fun idea to do that, but I'm going to just ask it or something. Ask AI to try to see like what does it say, and then I read it, and if it's not too depressing, then good. I make remove the window when I because I think it's probably going to go into some topics that meh, who gives a fuck? No one's watching, so. Maybe in the future, like some fucking I don't know crazy fan or whatever is like looking at this and being like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" or something. Or like some fucking hater or something. It's being like, "Well, he's such annoying. He's so annoying." Well, maybe someone normal finds it and is like, "Oh, interesting that he chose to share that." I did mention the ice skating thing. The language angle is interesting, I guess. I've thought that I'm kind of good at languages, more or less naturally or something, but I've never like tapped into that, and I've never found like joy about it or something. Okay, so Claude doing pretty well. In this analysis type thing, but now I guess I won't talk about load again and try to figure out these happiness generators or something like this as it puts it, and try to push a little bit or like, yeah, figure some out. Oh, I also want to buy paper. I have to. Claude added this craft aesthetic stuff, language and precision. I wanted to think about more things that made me happy, or like realized or something like that. I guess going to the gym in a sense did make me happy, you could say. Runner's high. I'm going to list them here. Hi, hi, hi.
The
Okay, so I guess I did figure out some things that I hadn't thought about. For example, yeah, I do find joy in like diving into rabbit holes and those things. So in like learning things that are for no purpose, and also in learning things that are for a purpose, and that compounding and that getting better and better. So it's like both things are things that do make me happy.